Shalom. So the question I was asked is, why no Roman marriages? The primary answer is, I'm not a Roman, right? So it's pretty much like taking. Have you ever been to like a circus and you see an animal mimicking the characteristic of another animal? You find it very funny. That is what we look like being Hebrews and you know taking on to the lifestyle or the culture of other people. This is why in Psalms, when it says, they ask us to make mirth, make a laughter, to entertain them, you know, how can we serve the Most High in a strange land? You know, we can't. And this is what we're doing. We're just entertaining our oppressors, right? Now, we're going to go to Deuteronomy 7 and verse 2. I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, "And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee," them as in the nations in verse 1, which I'll get to further down, "thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them." Right? "Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son." Right? So if you look at this, you're just going to say, okay, these were the Hamitic people. Yes, when Moses left Egypt, these were the nations round about us. But today, who are the nations round about us? Is it only these people that are documented here? No. All nations are around us, right? And one of the most important things, it says, "Thou shalt make no covenant with them." All of them, right? So when you deal with the Roman marriage, you're going into a covenant with them. So what you're really doing is, when you think you're getting married, what you're really doing, first let me go to this precept here. It says, where the Egyptians said, Exodus chapter 1 verse 10, it says, "Come on, let us deal wisely with them." This wisely means cunning, means crafty, just like you in Psalms 83, right? When it says the crafty counsel, this is exactly what they did. So when we think we are getting married for whatever reasons, it has a different purpose for them, right? So what if I want to marry because I think it might be easier for me to travel, right? As a married man, what is happening there? What I'm really doing, I am removing the Most High as the head of my marriage and officially signing that the state is the head of my marriage. Because you know what? When you married under the Roman law, you can no longer use this. You can no longer use the Bible if there's some issue where between you and your wife and it goes to court. It goes to their judicial systems. They're not going to judge according to this. You cannot go to the court and say, okay, the Bible says this. You already removed the Most High, right? I was watching some scenes of a court system. I don't remember much details, but it's just one thing about it. It was the guy called Comforter in court, and then I remember a part where they were talking about wife and other wives, you know, and it was like a big joke in the court, you know, like it's confusion, like they cannot understand it. This is what happens when you get married under the Roman law. Everything here, everything in the Bible is like a joke, right? So we don't fall prey to their craft to get married because we want to make papers easier, or you know life insurance, health insurance, whatever it is. We don't marry for those purposes. We don't want such covenant with them, because guess what? If I'm helping you genuinely, I don't need you to compromise to receive the blessings I have for you. That's the ways of the devil. We compromise. They always want us to compromise, right? Okay, if you want to travel or if you want this job, guess what? You're gonna have to shave. If you want to do that, you're gonna have to take the vaccine. Dude, right? So they're dealing with us wisely, they're dealing with us craftily, and we're not going to fall prey. So instead of the Roman marriage, what should you do? You administer on whatever is it that you're doing together, you're building together. So if it's a piece of land, guess what? You administer your wife to it, so that also your children, when they come into the picture, or if they're already there, you know the inheritance is gonna pass on, right? If it's a vehicle or whatever it is, you administer together. So everything, so at the end of the day, if something happens to the husband, God forbid, right? The wife doesn't end up suffering or losing everything because of that. Your name is there in the documents, right? So we don't have to get married under the Roman law to prove anything to anyone. We just let it be known to the public that this is the wife, this is my wife, this is your wife. The whole community knows that, and they will honor it. You understand? Okay, you don't have a ring to show. You don't need a ring to show. But guess what? You know that you are the keeper at home. You're taking care of the children. Your name is on every paperwork. You don't need to compromise to say you are married. All right? So that is the answer to my question, to the question that I was asked. Shalom.